Welcome everybody to another great episode of Wealth for Generations. I am excited for today. Oh my God, I'm so excited for today. I've been waiting for today since last week, honestly. Even though I did have a great last week, shout out to my lady. We are officially 11 years in.
Congrats, man.
Thank you very much.
You're
We went
all
out to Strawberry last weekend. Went out there for the weekend, hung out.
Strawberry, Arizona.
Yep, Strawberry, Arizona. Oh, sorry,
heard of that,
I don't know why
man.
I looked that way. Strawberry, Arizona. Yeah, it's just like a little northeastish. Yeah, a little northeastish by Pine. But it's pretty secluded. Not super secluded, but it's pretty secluded area. You know, just went out there, kind of detached from the world for a minute. Just me and my lady. Left the kids at home and everything, and it was awesome. Just celebrated us.
That's dope, man.
So that's always good to do. We get to do that once a year because we do have a house full. But you know, always excited for that every year around. I'm always excited to be up in here. But first and foremost, let's get into some introductions. We got my engineer of all engineers. The number one is back for today, Mr. Dip to the lean.
Yo. I just want to say, man, the show's been getting better and better, bro. You're doing a good job, man. I like what you're doing.
Thank you,
always
sir.
Been a fan, so
thank you,
job.
I appreciate you. You know, wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you, sir. Oh, look, we got number 2 chiming in on my live on Instagram. What up, Jimmy? What up, Jimmy? Mr. Boom Boom. What up, man? What I'm number 1.
No,
you number 1 until Boss Man comes back. All right.
Right.
But Boss Man's here today. But I would also like to introduce a very, very special guest. These 2 gentlemen I'm hyped to introduce because they are actually the epitome of what I am doing. This is the Wealth for Generations podcast. This podcast is for the next generation. Not necessarily these men though, because they're already doing it. You know, this podcast is to help inspire you, help tips and tricks, and get you started and get you motivated to get started to be an entrepreneur and to start building your own wealth. But these gentlemen here have already taken the leap of faith and they've already getting it. I would like to introduce to you guys the Valley Boys Association.
What up?
Thank you, gentlemen, for being able to spare some time and come down to the show.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, man, I'm excited because you guys are really representing the demographic I'm trying to speak to.
Yes, sir.
You guys are the elders demographic that I'm trying to speak to. Because like I said, I'm trying to get to those people who are just beginning. You guys are already getting it.
Yes, sir.
You're already getting it. We're gonna double up on that for that.
Appreciate it.
No problem. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Man, pretty good.
Awesome. And then for the fans out there and for the viewers, the supporters, let's get an introduction individually. We have Mr.
Zach Gastineau, co-owner of VBA Clothing, also co-founder as well.
Awesome, Mr. Zach and Mr.
Kalen Gastineau, co-owner of VBA Clothing.
All right, Mr. Kalen and Zach. Yep. And you said there's a third member as well.
That's correct. So right over there, and that's going to be the head of all of our VBA media. That's Cody. He's also a co-founder.
Mr. Cody.
As well. Yes, sir.
Mr. Behind the scenes, we get another round of applause for Mr. Cody as well.
Definitely.
3 young gentlemen holding it down. We got some representation for you guys, some motivation for you guys, all you viewers, and for all my peers out there that are watching who are in my position as well, because we getting up there. We got these 18-year-old kids at home. We got these 21s, these 22s at home. So have your kids watch this episode. This is the episode.
I want to say something to you young gentlemen, man. You guys are really respectful. I like that you guys came in like that, man. And that's what's gonna take you guys to the upper echelon of business.
Yes, sir.
Because putting that best foot forward and having respect for people gonna really like that, man. You guys are well spoken, and you really are bringing an intelligent swagger to you to the game, and I like what you guys are doing, man. And
thank you.
I want to give y'all a round of applause. I don't have the machine, but
yeah, I definitely want to double down on that too, because even my first interaction with Mr. Zach over here, I even told my lady, I was like, weird. He responded to me as Mr. Lee.
Right.
Like normally I'm the one that's giving out the
Right.
gratitude and the respect. I'm like, whoa,
Mhm.
wait a second.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it caught me off guard for a second.
That's
I was
dope,
like,
man.
oh,
He's a
Mr.
really
Lee.
dope dude.
Oh.
Dope.
But yes, definitely, man. We can do that all day, man. And like Dip said, that respect and that confidence and that poise will take you a long way. Get you in a lot of different doors that some of these other younger men will never even have opportunity to open.
No, man. People don't realize how much being humble and respectful is looked at. That attitude of I know I'm great and bringing that attitude in, people can see that, man. And people don't want to do business with people like that.
Yeah,
because we can see what that's going to bring in the future. You know, we like people like you guys, how you holding yourself and how you're respectful.
Yes, sir.
It's going to take you a long way, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Nice. So, but let's get into our show. Well, actually, I believe we're going to take a quick commercial break before we get into the first segment of the show.
Okay.
My favorite segment. That is going to be the Health is Wealth segment of the show. But we're going to take a quick little break, go get some water, stretch your toes out real quick or something. We'll be right back.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you got your water. I hope you didn't elbow your microphones too hard. I got you. Hope you got a little stretch real quick, but we are definitely in episode number 50. We had a quick little wardrobe change. Not sure if you could tell at all, but want to give a little round of applause for my favorite lady, your favorite lady, Miss Jessica, the Moss Boss, is in the house. Hi.
Congratulations on the anniversary.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Who you congratulating?
We congratulating you.
Ew.
No,
You're congratulating me?
Oh. That was last week.
So yes, thank you. I'll take
Right.
that for her. Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you, Dip. But we have a special appearance today because we do have a special episode. It is number 50, and I'm excited about that and the fact that we do literally have the next generation in the house as well. But first and foremost, we need to do some of the show. We got to do some of it. My favorite segment of the show, one of my favorites. I always say that. I always back it up because it's a tie between this one and We Building. But let's get into the Health is Wealth segment. The Health is Wealth segment is brought to you by Moss Boss Organic Gel and Rich Sea Moss. Get your order of Sea Moss ASAP. You can contact Miss Jessica Marrero on Facebook at Jessica with one S .Marrero or on IG at Moss Boss Organic Gel, or you can email her at mossbossog@email.com. So, Miss Jess, Miss Moss Boss,
Hello.
what do you got for us today?
Well, I gave it to you. I didn't think I was going to be.
I thought you said you were going to do it. I thought you said you were going to do it when you got here.
Send it to you.
You said I will do it when I get there. I thought you meant you were going to present it.
No.
I can do it. I just have to have a second because I wasn't prepared
Sorry.
to do it. But I will gladly do it. I mean, I'm the host of the show.
Yeah.
Why not? Just wish I was prepared already because now I'm trying to fill dead air. And my laptop's going slow. Come on, buddy. So today is a Saturday, if you guys didn't know.
Mhm.
It's warm outside. I believe we're in the hundreds.
Definitely.
Are you originally from here, Zach?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Awesome,
Yep,
awesome.
born and raised.
Nice. Both of you guys, or all three of you guys?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice, awesome. That's even better, man.
That's a record.
All right. It's well, actually, no, I don't want to say it's rare anymore because it's a new era, it's a new generation, you know.
Yeah.
My son was born here. He's probably not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know. Alyssa was born here. Yeah, I knew that. I said that confidently. Alyssa was born here.
Yeah. Definitely.
She
Most
might not
people-
stay though. I don't know if she's gonna stay. She
Yeah.
seems like she might come back though. I think she might leave and come back.
It's like
But-
most people that you run into in Arizona are like transplants for the most part. Like
Yeah.
even our parents, so my dad's from New Orleans and his whole side of the family's from New Orleans. And my mom, she was a military brat. So she's from Mississippi, but moved all over the place.
Mhm.
But I think it definitely was set up to be like this as well, too. Because like you said, we are the next generation. So there's
Mhm.
not really a culture of young people in Arizona. So I think it was honestly like God's planning for us to be born in Arizona and, do the things that we're doing right now for the young people. So
Tight. Yeah, man. Because you guys are gonna be. Now that I think about it, like you guys are gonna be the culture.
yes,
like
sir.
your generation, your era, because we don't really have one.
Yeah.
It's a mixing pot, and that's what. And growing up for me, I loved it.
Yeah.
That was my favorite thing about being out here is the fact that I could go over here and hang out with my SA friends. I could go over
Seriously.
here, hang out with my skater friends. Go over here, hang out with these people I knew from the South, these people from the East Coast, like
That's
just.
real.
But now all that stuff is gonna finally merge, hopefully merge in a balanced way, and then create this finalized culture of Phoenix, because we ain't
Yeah.
got a finalized culture. Like
No.
there's so much, and hopefully some of that native gets in there more, the natives.
Yes, sir.
But but yeah, so let's check out Health is Wealth. Let's say oh just big, bold, and red, huh? That's how you want to start it?
Yes.
Okay. So today on the Health is Wealth, we are going to be talking about sex.
Wow.
The benefits of a healthy sex life.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh yeah, just right out there, huh?
There are benefits.
I mean, they do need to know. They do need to know, It's stuff you need to know before you get old, and then you're like, dang, I should have been having more sex more often.
Like Al Pacino and De Niro, like 90s, still.
Yep, still banging
still
them
Having
out.
children, yeah, seriously, wow.
So benefits of having a healthy sex life. You can lower your blood pressure. You have better immune system. You have better heart health, possibly including lower risk for heart disease. Improved self-esteem, definitely. Anybody that's having a healthy sex life definitely got to have an improved self-esteem. Your confidence level's got to be like. But anyways, decrease depression and anxiety, increase libido, immediate natural pain relief. I actually know that one from experience. They help quite well with migraines.
Mm.
Don't want to put too much information out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure every man can agree with this one.
That's a good
Better
place to do
sleep.
that.
I don't know what it is, but sometimes you could be like ready to go play 2 full-on basketball games, and then right after you're just out. Increase intimacy and closeness to a sexual partner. Overall stress reduction, both psychologically and emotionally. And that's a big one too, even though a lot of people don't take the time to realize that. No. Are you for real? Okay. Got a little scared for a second. It froze for a second. Studies have shown that sex is extremely beneficial to our health. Sex activates a variety of neurotransmitters that impact not only our brains, but several other organs in our bodies. Having sex alone through masturbation won't stimulate the release of as much oxytocin or yeah, so y'all need to find somebody, like the saying goes, there's somebody for everybody out there. It won't release as much oxytocin or other mood boosting hormones as having sex as part of a loving relationship. So check that part out though, having sex with someone else besides your hand will release more oxytocin, but doing it with someone you love, that's how you get the maximum effort, maximum benefits. This means a little less benefit when it comes to self-esteem and depression. Actually, I'm gonna read that again because it kind of sounded out of context. Having sex alone through masturbation won't stimulate the release of as much oxytocin or other mood-boosting hormones as having sex as part of a loving relationship. This means a little less benefit when it comes to self-esteem and depression. So if you're not doing it with the one you love, you're, like I said, you're not getting the maximum benefits.
Right.
There are some neurotransmitters that don't activate without the orgasm. There are plenty that do. You can release neurochemicals from caressing skin, kissing, sexual talk, feeling close to your partner, and enjoying mutual sexual satisfaction. So, like Rick James said, get your freak on. Rick James, bitch. So, yes, practice safe,
Definitely.
loving sex.
A lot.
Make sure you get those two key things in there, though. At least one of them.
Yeah.
Preferably the safe one.
Right. Wrap it up.
But safe, loving sex, healthy, get a lot of it, get your freak on, do it whenever you can, wherever you can. Just don't get caught on the wherever part. Sometimes, sometimes some
We've all
people
had those close calls.
right. So, not to like put too much out there, but from a show of hands, who has a sexy health life? All right.
My mom gonna be watching this. My mom watching this crazy.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't gotta go into details. Mom. Just know that your children, mothers and fathers out there, we are trying to be as healthy as possible.
Right. Hey.
And the only way you can be healthy is by participating.
Yeah. I think that's something as a parent that you have to realize is going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
I think and it shouldn't be something that you don't want your kids to experience because you couldn't wait to do it, right?
Right.
It's just a part of life. It's the human nature. So, don't shame people for it, or make them feel bad or,
just as long as you're not like in the wrong place or
with the wrong person.
Yes. I was going to say that too.
That's more important.
The love has to go both ways. Both sides have to be in love. Make sure you remember that part.
Yeah.
But that is going to wrap it up for the Health is Wealth segment for the day. And yes, wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. But before we get any further, I would like to call together the studio to have a little bit of a celebration. Like I said, this is episode number 50. If we had the rights, I would put that We Poppin' Bottle song on right now, but we ain't got no rights to no music or nothing. Yep, I got some cups right here. I'm gonna pour out some cups of some beverages.
You want me to open it?
Remain nameless. Sure.
Actually, is the real thing cold? Because if it's not, that's gonna explode.
What's gonna explode? The bottle?
It will shoot out.
Oh.
If it's warm.
Yeah, it's warm.
Okay, so we can't open that.
In here. Open it outside, right?
I suppose.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna waste a lot of it though, but I can do it out there.
Okay. I mean, what do you want me to do? It's getting cold.
You could wait.
Wait till later?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't want to drink it now.
All right. I'll go outside and open it then.
Okay. I'll pour some of this other stuff real quick.
Very young.
Oh no, I ain't that fancy. I found out the hard way that it ain't even worth it, man. I remember my sister came into town one New Year's, and I tried to be all like, "Oh yeah, I'm making some decent money right now. Let me go buy a bottle." No, I did just some Moet.
Oh yeah, Moet's cool.
It's like a $40-$50 bottle of
There's
Moet.
there's the ones that's more expensive than that, but
Yeah. And I came through like, yeah, I got this Moet. My sister was like, what is this? It's Moet.
she didn't like it.
I don't even know what this is. This is nasty. I'm like,
It's so fucking dry, dude. It's dry, like really dry.
I ain't even mess with it though.
You drink it?
No, I drank it, but I don't mess with it like that. No, I drank it. I drank it because I bought it.
So you know you from the block that got you. That's some good shit right there.
You got
I
it.
can't do that, man.
So you can't do it?
No, I can't do that.
You gotta have the big one?
You gotta be hood certified to do that.
Well, you know.
Is that even alcohol, dog?
This one?
Are you giving us?
Hey man, I said
juice?
I'm gonna pour some beverages that will remain nameless, and everyone can grab whatever they want to grab.
Oh,
I'm nobody's parent. I'm not checking anybody's ID.
Man, that's some good
If you don't want,
No, it really is though. It really is.
if you don't want something with alcohol in it, I got something that doesn't have alcohol in it. You want something? And then also too, I figure if Demi was here, she happened to roam around and start trying to whine about a cup. Here you go. I can give her one of these.
Is it a celebration without alcohol?
Not really.
No. I don't know if anybody else wants this, but I'm about to drink it.
Oh no, that's the main one. I just wanted to get a couple of those out the way because she had to go outside to do that. Anybody want one of these ones?
Oh, I'll take that, Miss Elite. I'll keep.
You know I had to pour. I got one for Demi.
I was waiting on that.
You want one of the juices?
No, you're good.
I thought you said I was waiting on the juice.
No. Oh, okay.
Jess, you want to give one of these to Demi, or is that full?
She's doing a nap right now.
Oh, she's not. Okay.
Put that in the video.
And then just in case anybody wants it,
Yeah.
a little bit of OJ. If you want a little mimosa instead.
Champagne and orange juice.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay. We're about to celebrate. Hopefully you guys are celebrating with us. Go pop your bottles. Pour up a little something real quick. Cheers with us. Get a beer. What was that? I'm sorry. It is what it is. You here. That's good enough for me. You here instead of Jimmy. You here instead of Jimmy.
You know you missed.
Jimmy ain't here. Jimmy decided to go on vacation. He knew what was coming. I told him like a month in advance. Jimmy knew. He's like, no, I'm going on vacation. Go see my mama. Everybody got a cup? Everybody got a cup that ain't chipped in?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cheers it.
One more.
Oh, we need one more?
One more.
Yeah, I just started drinking. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, this is pretty good too. It's not bad. It's not horrible. Yeah.
I can't be the only one. Actually, let me get one.
You're gonna have to.
I can't
You want one
be the
too?
only one.
Yeah.
No problem. Jess, can I get one more, please?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I got more somewhere.
That helped a lot.
So, actually, just so we can keep it going a little bit, we're going to trickle on the Asking the Masses segment. Asking the Masses is something I usually throw on my social media just to kind of have people kind of more interactive and stuff like that. So, we got 2 questions this week I threw up there. The first question was, are you doing exactly what you thought you were going to be doing? As far as when you were young and you thought about like what career you were going to be doing when you grow up, like, oh, I want to be a firefighter when I grow up. So are you doing exactly what you wanted to be doing? And if not, are you at least in something that's connected to it? So like if you're not you want to be a police officer, but you're a juvenile officer instead or something like that. You're kind of connected to it, even though you're not actually a police officer.
Yeah.
But how about you gentlemen at all?
You know what?
Anything with fashion design or anything like that y'all
Honestly,
was thinking?
no. Like when I grew up, I honestly thought I was going to be in the NFL. It was like the only dream I really had because that's what we're sold and taught is like just, be a some sort of talent, like artist, musician, or some sort of professional, player. Yeah, I did. Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Running back, they had you at the
you know what? Receiver, quarterback, linebacker. I played so much growing up, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. But so I'm not doing anything really related to football in a sense. I do have aspirations of owning like a semi-pro team, an NFL team, you know, eventually, because I really do love the game of football. So I do want to stay connected. We may have like a 7-on-7 football team as well too. So I still want to stay connected, and we still work out and stuff. So I would say kinda, but it has definitely, my life has definitely taken a different route for sure.
I mean, I've always played around with the idea of trying to organize a flag game.
Yeah, seriously.
Maybe
put a little team together.
Habari,
Yeah.
BBA can team up,
Yeah,
do
seriously,
like a little
seriously.
flag team, community flag team.
Seriously.
That'll be nuts.
That'd be nice,
Hey,
nice.
real quick though, talk a little bit about your company and how you boys came up with it. I'm just
Yeah, yes, sir, definitely. So originally, and Kalen kind of came in a little bit after. He came in about a year and a half, almost 2 years after, and really gave us a bigger mission and message. But at first, I started with Cody, and then these two other girls out of high school. We originally just started it because I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that just kind of opened my mind up to, you know, stacking up the asset column. And reducing those liabilities. So I was thinking, okay, business, that's the first thing that popped into my head. I was reading that at Sprouts one day. This was during COVID. I was probably 17, 18 years old. I'm only 21 now, so it was about 3 years ago. But read that, it opened my mind up, and I was like, you know what? Well, we hang out a lot. We're always with a lot of people. We love clothing. We've always been fashionable kids. Why not just start a clothing brand? Especially because all the stuff that we're buying costs so much money. Why not just make our own stuff? Because we set the trend and we make what's cool. So I was like, let's just go on ahead and start this up. So we started it up from there. We're kind of more so on the streetwear side of things, super broad, just only going towards streetwear, not a huge audience. We can only go to certain places like smoke shops, hip hop shows, different stuff like that. And then Kalen came along, and that's when it really opened up because Kalen was in high school. So him being 17, it allowed us to go into the schools, go into the, you know, Chandler High School, different schools we're working with right now, and speak to, you know, the marketing programs, the different business development programs, basketball games, football games, go there and speak to the students about entrepreneurship and what we do. So I definitely credit Kalen and appreciate him as well too for giving us a bigger mission.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
That's motivational, bro.
That's amazing. So then so you guys, you said you went in and you talked with the marketing team and at the school.
That's
Are
correct.
you guys
Yep.
actually doing something with them now? Like, are you doing a little
and I'll let
classes or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll let Kalen kind of go on ahead and answer those too.
So yeah, we started a team with the marketing programs within the schools and stuff because, like he said, I'm in high school right now. I'll be going into my senior year at Chandler High School, so I'm gonna be doing stuff.
Congratulations, sir. Senior year, that's a big year right there.
Good, bro.
I appreciate it. So I'll be doing stuff with my marketing class at school, as well as I'll be trying to reach out to the other schools in high school, and we'll go in, like he said, talking about marketing, entrepreneurship, just the things that we've learned so far and what we're gonna go through, and just teaching them even a little bit about financial education, just things that we could teach them. Just continue to promote a positive message.
So what you guys going? What you going to college for?
You know what? I actually did not go to school. So I graduated class of 2019. School was just it wasn't ever my thing, honestly.
Okay.
I was always a very sociable kid, and I was a very smart kid always, but I don't know, it was just something about school, just something about, I guess, being told what to do in a sense. Not that I don't have respect, or, you know what I mean, or have respect for, you know, older people, authorities, but just being told what to do and not kind of making my own schedule and doing what I wanted to do. That always interested me. So I tried school out for a little bit. I went to Chandler Gilbert for a month and a half, maybe. It just didn't end up working out for me. And I've just been, you know, getting experience through jobs, different careers and whatnot, and then starting my own business up as well. So I guess you could say kind of school of hard knocks in a sense.
Yeah. No, I get it. Definitely get it. Because I was very similar. Like, I went for about a year and a half, and then I dipped out.
Yeah.
Like, I started working at LA Fitness, making pretty decent money, but I was still at home. So that part didn't fully register. I was like, I'm making decent money, but I ain't got no bills. And then when I dropped out because I thought I was making good money, and yeah.
So you're not making shit.
Yeah, for real though.
When you get out in the real world,
man.
I'm like, shit, I'm making money, man. I'm making like $1,500 a month with no bills.
Yeah.
But Caleb, so is this something that you've already had kind of envisioned when you were younger? Is that something, or did you kind of hit a turn as far as like what you envisioned as far as your career path when you were maybe, I guess, elementary, younger?
I want to say I didn't even think I would be an entrepreneur or have anything to do with business, because I played football my whole life growing up. I played flag football, tackle, and then I played high school football. I stopped my junior year because it takes a lot of time. It's a lot of time and dedication, and if you're not really dedicated, you're wasting your time and money. So I didn't want to continue with that. I really did it because I don't want to have any regrets in life. So what I do in high school, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't go back in the past. So I just didn't want to have any regrets going on. But I started wearing a couple of his shirts at school, and that's really how it started. At first, I didn't really know much about it because I had started going over, or my brother had helped me with, I would say football and stuff, because that's when I was like training and stuff. That's when I went over there a lot, and I was just hanging around them. And so then I started wearing a couple shirts at school and stuff, and that's really where it just started off from there. And then he just kept teaching me things, and I've been learning a whole lot since then about marketing, entrepreneurship, business. It's crazy.
Yeah. I bet, man. I bet. And actually, I want to throw out another.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Would y'all ever feel overwhelmed about what you're getting into, the business aspects of everything that you're doing? Do you ever feel like, man, we're getting over our heads, or is you feel as though you can handle everything that's going on by you together?
Yeah, that's a great question. It does help having my brother, obviously, and having a team as well too. I think it does help to kind of get through a lot of those things. But definitely, when I first started out, there's so many things that you don't know.
Right.
You fear the unknown. You start getting anxious about the unknown when really there's nothing to be anxious about. It's just the unknown. You just need to teach yourself and learn it. So yeah, when I first stepped into all of this, everything from getting your LLC to tax codes to getting with this attorney and protecting your intellectual property and all this stuff, it's very stressful. But once you just got to go. You got to put your first foot forward, and you just have to do something, and then it gets easier and easier and easier after that. So I definitely would say, yeah, at first it definitely does get kind of stressful and overwhelming. And then, yeah, and what was the last question? What was the last question besides overwhelm?
Just I don't even remember.
I think it was just how you dealt with it, right?
Yeah,
just
how you dealt with it. Yeah.
Like how have you felt it and how did you deal with it?
Yeah, just taking that first step forward, just taking that first foot forward and just doing something, just getting out and doing it. If it's getting on the phone with an attorney or going and having a mentor and sitting down or studying this, studying that, just actually getting out, taking that first foot. Because everybody has great ideas and they have things they want to do, but it's the person who takes that step out there and does it, So and then to piggyback off it, that's what I remember you said. Also, there's a certain level of it that is expected. I expected all this stuff for us. Me and Kaylin grew up a certain kind of way. We looked at a certain kind of things. This was all studied, and we expected to be in certain places. But we thank God we don't pat ourselves on the back too long. Like even this right now, it's not overwhelming, but I knew that this was going to happen at some point. But I'm thankful for it. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for it, and I'm super humble to be here. So
sure,
yeah,
definitely,
that's great, man.
And I was just gonna say I wanted to sneak in another one of those guys, just because of the fact that we're talking about blood here too. I mean, Cody is also a part of the picture as well, but these two young gentlemen are literally blood brothers, and I just love seeing that. And it's not even necessarily. I love the fact that you gave your brother his kudos, because it's not like, oh yeah, my brother, he didn't want to play football no more, so I brought him along.
Yeah,
do my business. You're like, nah, he actually catapulted us to level up. Like he wanted to get with us. We came to a collaboration. I didn't bring my brother in under my wing. We collaborated and leveled up. And now we're doing a whole nother thing. So that's amazing. That's amazing to hear.
I appreciate that.
No problem at all. So I know it might not be something you guys thought about too much yet, but the second question I had for asking the masses was, what's one thing that you have planned for the next generation? So like, do you guys have any nieces, nephews, or are you already planning for when you have kids? Maybe you got something you want to set up, maybe even give them the inheritance of the business, the VBA business or something like that.
Definitely. That's our whole thing. Even with, the friends that we have around and stuff, is making it a family type atmosphere. But yeah, we've got nieces. I live in New Orleans, so most of our families lives in New Orleans for the most part. So we've got two nieces. We want to definitely educate them. Our plan is to get them kind of in the business as well, and then for our children, obviously that's the plan. Is just to keep, VBA. It's our clothing brand, but we want it to be our overall family business as well too. So it'll have a lot of pockets and a lot of different businesses under it. And yeah, we want to teach our family something different and show them a different way to live, so that we can start something new for the next generation and start a new era for our family. So
awesome. That's amazing. Man.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you have a companies under it. That's awesome. Dope, that's awesome. Yeah.
And I've seen that you guys have put a lot of thought behind this, man. And I'm really proud of you guys. I don't know you well, but all the thought that you put behind your business, Do you guys? What is your mission statement? Do you guys know? Do you guys have your mission statement together already?
Yes, sir. So it's elevate physically, mentally, and financially. It's super easy for us to do because we do it every single day. So elevate physically, just getting to a different level physically, working out, running, stretching, different stuff like that, eating certain things. Physically, mentally. So mentally is, you can have a mentor, read a book, pray. Stretching, I guess, could kind of fall on that, getting your mind to a zen at a certain point. And then financially, obviously starting a business, doing something different, getting a few different side hustles, studying financial freedom, studying financial education. So that's our mission statement, and that's what we do in our everyday life. Everybody that we have around us, we make sure that's what we're doing. So it's super easy for us to, sell or have people join our community in a sense.
Dope, man.
I even talked to Zach too, because we talked about it before. Not everybody may want to elevate physically, mentally, and financially. We know everybody has different dreams and goals. So whatever that may be, just elevating to achieve their dreams and goals, just working hard and stuff.
It's dope. I love it.
So we're gonna get into the I'm gonna just go and roll into the next segment. It's not really much different than what we've already been doing, so no need to like do a whole announcement. So what is one attribute that you had to be honest with yourself since becoming an entrepreneur / business owner? Like for instance, like I know that I'm impatient. I gotta get I'm a little controlling. I gotta know everything. Or like, is there anything like that you had to kind of be truthful with yourself about?
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, I love learning, but the thing I would say for me would be like taking risks, because it's scary. Like even doing this podcast right now, I'm a little nervous, so it's hard to even talk about certain things. But working on public speaking is a big thing. I would for sure say that's one of the biggest things, because talking to people, you need eye contact, certain things like that. You need to be able to be confident in what you're saying and stuff like that. So I would just say taking risks, because if you never take risks, you'll never know, where you could have gone with that, or you never know if you could have succeeded with that. So I would just say taking risks is a big thing, and that's what really pushed me to start this.
Nice. Yeah. And to be honest, man, like I'm not sure where you're at right now, but for me personally, I'm nervous every single time I do this episode. Every single time I step on stage, because I've done a lot of like hosting things, and like I get asked all the time, like, how do you feel so comfortable? I'm not. I'm nervous before every time, and the only reason I say this and I put this out there is for those people who are letting it hold them back.
Yeah.
And just like you were saying, like I'm not letting it hold me back. I still take my step forward, even though I'm nervous every single time I sit down in this chair before we go live. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Every single time I've ever stepped on the stage, right before I step on that stage, I'm nervous as hell.
Yeah, man.
But
I
just
agree
do
with
it.
you though, because the 9 risk takers are sitting on their couch getting fat.
Mm-hmm.
For real, man. You if you don't want to, you want to get something out here, you gotta take the risk of falling on your face.
Yeah.
You might fail, man. You might fail 4 times, but it's that 5th time that it might go through.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You can't ever just sit back. The more you sit back, you just giving up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who do that.
Basically.
You know what I mean? And that's what you got to do. Just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And what about you, Zach? Is there anything that you had to kind of come to terms with for yourself? Try to be truthful with yourself?
Yeah, it's definitely a couple things. I'm a super I analyze myself, and I'm like my hardest critic on myself constantly. So there's always going to be things, but I would say the biggest thing is just leading a team, being a younger person and having some experiences, obviously, but maybe not having all the experiences in the world, having to still lead people and lead young people. And just being the best leader, not snapping on people or being quick to anger or whatever the case may be, being able to just have a conversation, look somebody in the eyes and hear what somebody else is saying and respect what that person is saying, and, act on it and change it and, make them feel happy and make everything feel copacetic. So I would say for me, yeah, just being a strong leader, not being quick to anger, not expecting things, just right away perfect. It is going to be, not everything's going to be done the way that I would do it or the way that I think something should be done. So I think that's a big thing for me.
Something you have to kind of come to terms with.
Definitely.
Be realistic with it and be like, all right, I know I need to take my steps here, take my baby steps here. I can take my leaps there.
Yeah.
Baby steps here. Cool. So if there was anything off of your business wish list, being like a storefront, company vehicle, company equipment, like money's no object. Anything off the wish list, what's something you guys would want right now, or you would go purchase right now?
That's a good
Someone
one.
just gave you a blank check and was like, here you go, Zach. Here you go, Kate. Here you go. What do you guys want? Here you go, Cody. All 3 of y'all get one. Blank check, whatever you want. I'm Warren Buffett.
I would say the biggest thing we probably need right now is better quality. So I would say a camera. Like the setup in here is amazing because we have so much creativity and potential and stuff, and that we just need to be seen on like a higher level. You know what I'm saying? That's like the quality and stuff because we produce such like great content, so it needs to be like all on the top level. That's what I would say for right now.
Nice. That's a good one. Elevating up on the equipment, basically marketing and equipment. Anything about for you, Zach?
You know what? I'm trying to decide between. I think I probably would get a storage warehouse or just a big kind of like warehouse space, just to run a few different businesses out of, or a team of professionals. So a team for like an intellectual property lawyer, an entity type lawyer, different stuff like that. I hate to say wish list because we are working towards all this stuff. So all this stuff will come. So we will be working toward it, but it definitely is a wish list and something that if you gave me a check right now, that's the first thing I'm going to
get. What about how are you guys making your shirts? How are you doing them right now?
Yes, sir. So we've got a heat press actually. So we do all this stuff ourselves. So we'll heat press. And then if we need to order some stuff like embroidery or, a 3D screen print or whatever.
You would want to get embroidery machines so you can be able to stop going through those people.
Yeah.
You can start doing the embroidery yourself.
Yeah.
Better quality heat press, more heat press machines. You know what I'm saying? That type things would be what I would be focused on. Just trying to be able to mass produce what I'm doing so we can be able to do more shirts, be able to do more clothes. By having more machines, we could push out more. Guys looked into screen printing yet?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you looking good in that?
Yeah, so we've got a couple different guys, but just like you said, and you've kind of motivated me to in-source more after this conversation. That's gonna be a big focus for me.
Look into trying to do it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Because that's where the money's at.
Yeah.
You can figure out how to print these shirts yourself and have your space to do it in.
Yeah.
The world is yours. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about is ownership. And you can figure out how people start coming to you.
Yes, sir.
You can do their things for them. You know what I mean? As long as you have that machinery, that's what it's about. And so get any money.
Yes, sir.
That's where it's at. Get that machine, bro. Get them machines.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because ultimately you could just sit back and be printing somebody else's stuff. And we'll just put a little VBA down there on the bottom.
Exactly.
And print your stuff out though.
Yeah.
And you pay us. And you just sit back. Now you can just chill.
There's so many businesses growing right now. Entrepreneurship is just taking off.
Yes, ma'am.
COVID, so
yeah.
This is like the
perfect time.
Yes, ma'am.
Printing merch and stuff like that.
Yes, ma'am.
I agree.
So here's one that's a little bit more personable, or actually, don't want to leave you out, Cody. Is there anything that they didn't hit that you would like to add to as far as a wish list purchase? You can use this one right here if you want.
My exact answer was going to be basically based off of all of theirs, just ideas.
Yeah.
All of our ideas that we have. That's what all I want to purchase is our ideas, which is everything.
Knocking off that list you guys got.
Exactly.
Yeah, perfect. That's good though. It's good though. You guys are all on the same page too, so you're all definitely moving towards the same goal. Yeah. That's always really good when you're dealing with more than one person in a business, because it's kind of hard to keep the things moving if people are you're trying to go over here, you're trying to go over here. It's hard to go that way, But like I was saying, this one's going to be a little bit more personable kind of question. If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be? That could either be the business itself, or like you were saying, you want to start the I forget what term you use, but like third party football.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? If you want to be remembered for starting that, or do you want to be remembered for the VBA business, or creating the legacy for your family that you guys were talking about, being remembered that way? Like there's a lot of, and you guys already got all those things in motion right now.
Yes, sir.
It just depends. It really depends on whose perspective on what they choose, really. But if you got to choose which one you would be remembered for, which one would you be remembered for?
That's a hard question. Hold
on. No, it is a hard question. It's a couple different things. It's a multifaceted answer for sure, but definitely first and foremost, just a good person overall. Honestly, I know it's like super cliche to say, but honestly, like a good person, a respected person, somebody who was loving, who would give the shirt off their back. That's how our parents raised us. So definitely that off the top for sure is what I want to be known as. Is just a respected person who gave back, who was charitable. Would give the shirt off their back and donate and do this, so that's a big thing for me personally.
That's a good one.
Then I will also say leaving a legacy as brothers too, being the first blood brothers to achieve some of the things that we've achieved. I would say that's another one as well to go to great heights, whether it's, doing real estate or, starting up a bunch of different businesses or owning that NFL team, whatever the case may be, just, doing it together as well. And then leaving a family like legacy as well too. I want our family name to go along with, the Rockefellers, the JP Morgans. I want the Gastineau name to be, synonymous with all those type of names as well too.
Tight.
I don't want to say I'm copying him, but he basically named everything. But I do agree with. I do want to leave that long lasting legacy, but I also want to be a great person and just leaving like a great impact on the world. Just being like everybody to know that he was really like a good human being.
Nice. Yeah. That's man, I'm just kind of surprised by just the mindset of these young men right now, man. It's like I feel like I'm talking to some 40-year-old men right now.
I think of myself at 18, man, and I wouldn't. My head wasn't on my shoulders as well as these young guys are, man. And
I was still trying to be a rapper.
Yeah, man. I was on small bull.
Shit, I was up in the club, man. Fucking all in the VIP and shit, sneaking in the VIP.
Oh man. Kicking it, as we used to say.
So have you guys ever had to and this can be preferably out of state, but if it's only restricted to city, have you guys had to travel for any business yet?
Oh yeah, 100%. What have we done this year? We try to go so many places. It's honestly insane.
Oh, yeah,
like
nice.
Once we're done with Arizona, which will be at the end of this year, we're moving to different states. But we've been to Cody went to Colorado. We've been to Baton Rouge before, just on like a family trip because our family's from New Orleans. We got some people.
Just kind of like doubled up on it, though.
Yeah, exactly. Did some stuff down there. Colorado. We just went to Vegas 2 times actually. We went last year and then this year as well. And then we go to all the time. We'll go to Payson. We'll go to Flagstaff. We'll go to Sedona, Tucson. So we'll spread out all over the place.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad I hear that, because a lot of these vendor people that I usually meet through Jess, and when I go catch up with her, they're like, oh no, yeah, we got this spot, goes every Tuesday, this is where we're at every single Tuesday. It's like every
yeah like, have you been everywhere else?
Okay, I mean, if it's working for you.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. You got a website too? No website. Oh, just right here every Tuesday. No. Okay, cool. But that's cool though. I'm glad you guys got a bigger picture in mind, and nothing against those vendors either. You know what I mean? Like I said, if it works for you, that's what you want. Some people don't want to. It can bring on more stress. You know what I mean? I have a saying that busy people have more fun, but I also believe that not everyone is going to agree with my statement as well. I honestly believe that busy people have more fun. You're going around, you're making moves, you're making friends, you're making relationships. I mean, you just said you guys went to Vegas. Who has a bad time when they go to Vegas, even though you went for business? But it's not common that you're like, oh yeah, I went to Vegas. Screw that place. I ain't never going again, man. Like, it's not happening really.
Unless some traumatic happened to you.
So, yeah.
Good times.
Strippers still all your money, man.
Right.
He's definitely gonna be mad.
That's why you don't go by yourself. You always got to go with at least one other person. But I know you said that you read the Rich Dad Poor Dad book before.
Yeah.
Are you guys pretty big on reading and or documentaries or just informational, gaining knowledge and things of that nature?
Huge on it. Huge.
Is there anything that you guys would recommend for any of the viewers or any of the supporters or anybody else that like I'm saying, like I'm doing this show and I'm doing a lot of these episodes with the hopes of the future.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily you guys, because like I said, you guys are there. Maybe even your children one day will stumble across my stuff.
Yeah.
So someone who's in that position, like, I don't know what I'm going to do in my life. Where should I go for some knowledge for entrepreneurship or business ownership? Like, what's a book or maybe a person or documentary or something like that either one of you guys would recommend for someone trying to get started in the business, entrepreneurial lifestyle world?
I'll let him answer that because he taught me a lot. So,
Jeez, that's a really good question. I don't want to throw too much because there's so many. I honestly would say probably start there with Rich Dad Poor Dad. Reason being and it teaches financial freedom. So even if you don't want to have a business, it's just going to teach you how to stack that asset column up and just have your liability column not as heavy. So that asset column is covering all of your liabilities. That essentially at the end of the day is what you want to do. That's what we want to do. We just want to do it to a way higher level, but you can have you a few properties or maybe have a business off to the side that's covering all your monthly stuff. So you've got time to spend with your family, even just as small as that. So I would say definitely start there. We look at everything though, just from a culture aspect, even like you said earlier, Rick James, James Brown, like you can watch, superstar entertainment documentaries, football documentaries, Kobe Bryant, somebody that I really look up to as far as his work ethic, Michael Jordan, same thing, work ethic, working hard.
Work ethic is
having that dog type mentality. Yeah, I would say definitely start Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's a really good place to start. If you're in Arizona, it's good too, because these guys actually do a lot of stuff out here, which motivates me seeing these guys, or seeing people from out of town putting up all these big properties, these big apartment buildings. It's like, hey man, this is our city. If they can do it, this is our city. We should be able to do the same thing. So
yeah, for real though. And there's a lot of money out here.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people don't realize it. There's a lot of money, and it's only getting bigger, man. We're only getting like these $1 million, $4 million, $3 million homes, like going to the desert.
Yeah,
they're out there. Crazy ass Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yeah.
Freaking man.
Yep.
Just crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Yep.
I used to do a lot of catering too. I used to do a lot of in-home catering in like Northeast, Scottsdale Desert and stuff like that. So I've seen a lot of these, like, man, if I didn't know, if I didn't know any better, I swear I've been in drug dealer homes.
Yeah.
like I'm talking about like 30-pack kilo. Like, I know Pablo. I got him on my phone by name. Type, like, I've been to houses where it's like 6-car garage, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maybach, but like, just man.
And the dude was probably a dentist or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some boring ass profession.
Really though, no. Usually it was. Usually it was some random ass. There was one that was there was a dude that was connected to Moderna. I did about a year ago. That dude was balling too. But that was the only one that wasn't. I mean, it was still medical field,
right?
But that was the only one that was like, really, you just
that was a joke that Chris Rock kicked a long time ago. Like,
oh yeah,
he had to work his ass off, tell all these goddamn jokes to get the house, and his neighbor's a fucking dentist.
Yeah,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? A dentist, a dude that just owns a little practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting paid. And he got to tell 1 million jokes a year. You know what I'm saying?
Really,
like,
though.
Dog, man.
Really, though, man.
That's the type of things that we got to take advantage of.
Yeah.
And that we're not.
Yeah.
Because we don't know that. We don't know that these dentists are paid like that. We don't know that these dudes are millionaires, man.
Yeah.
You don't know that, man. You own a little practice with a couple of little places. You're set for life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And you don't even have to go out of state. It can literally be just practice in Arizona.
In Arizona. You're good.
Yep. You're good.
Golden.
Yep. You got 7.
So, yeah, I was gonna say we're getting kind of close. I'm gonna do one more real quick question, and then we'll go into the We Building Boy, and I'll explain that before we fully get into that segment, because that section is for you guys.
Okay.
So one last little question: is there anything that I didn't ask you guys that you kind of wish I did, and can we address it now?
I can't think of anything, honestly. No? I think we covered a lot. I can't think of
I think he nailed it. I think he got it.
I can't think of anything.
Anything from you, Cody? No? All right. I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes somebody might be like, oh man, well, I got this event coming up.
Yeah.
So or something like that. Or we're gonna, you guys are already doing Stitch, but we're planning on next month having Stitch available or something like that. You know what I mean? So just wanted to double check. But if we all kosher there, then we can go straight into my favorite segment of the show, which is called We Building Boy. So We Building Boy is a segment dedicated to the special guest that gives you guys the stage. You get about 5 minutes or so to plug whatever you want to plug, any events going on, any new product, anything like that. Contact information, whatever you guys want to do. The floor is yours.
Definitely. I'll start off with our website. Obviously, that's gonna be the biggest thing where you can get all of our, lifestyle apparel. It's valleyboysassociation.com. So if y'all are online right now, valleyboysassociation.com. Our Instagram is going to be V as in Victor, B as in boy, A as in Apple worldwide. So VBA worldwide on Instagram, TikTok, VBA clothing. Ken, is there anything that I'm missing? Our YouTube what's our YouTube? VBA clothing. At VBA clothing on YouTube as well. And that's a really, really, really big one. That YouTube there. We teach a lot of stuff for the youth. Same thing, obviously, that Mr. Lee is doing. We try to talk to the next generation, the youth, especially in the area. We want to team up with you guys. We want to work with you guys. We want to showcase talent and work together and create a bunch of different stuff and just really create a culture and make an impact in Arizona and spread worldwide. So check us out on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe there. We've also got a Patreon and a Buy Me a Coffee where you can get more exclusive content as well. And that's going to be a VBA clothing as well. Other than that, I don't think that's it, Kenley. I think that's it. Kenley, got anything else?
If you need to reach out or you want to talk to us, my social media is VBACG. You can find me there. Reach out to me. Like he said, we want to work with everybody. So the youth, let me know.
Awesome. And then is there any separate contact info for Cody or anything, or is everything?
Code, what's your personal
Instagram's Cody.Zimmerman, so CODY.ZIMMER.
Cody. Yeah, Code's coming over to the mic right now, so you can tell you.
Usually I don't promote my personal, but my personal is Cody.Zimmerman, so CODY.ZIMMERMAN. But really just reach us at VBA Clothing, VBA Worldwide, to be exact, on Instagram. I'm really editing the whole, I'm controlling the whole page, putting stuff up every single day. So please tune in. Please tune into VBA Clothing. But if you want to reach out to me personally for video editing or whatnot, anything, if you want me to take YouTube for you, anything, hit me up, Cody.Zimmerman.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And again, I want to give you all a round of applause.
I appreciate that.
I'm so happy for you guys to come through.
Thank you.
We got two more little things I got to do before we wrap it up. But I'm so excited to have the next generation actually here representing.
Man. Inspirational.
Yes, definitely. So we are getting short on time. So real quick, we're going to do the toast first.
I already drank mine.
It's been going.
So some of the toast will be in spirit. Some of the toast will be actual toast. But this is a toast to all my past special guests, all my supporters, the king and queen of Habari, all the other anybody else involved with Habari Entertainment or involved with my podcast at all. Like I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you all. Here's to 50 more.
Dope. Let's get an applause. There we go. Dope, man. Congrats. 50 episodes, man.
Thank you. And thank you guys for being a part of it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Yes, sir.
you.
Appreciate you having us.
One last thing. We got the raffle.
Nice.
So if you guys have been paying attention, this is going to be word number 3. We are doing a raffle. You can win a free 2-week supply of sea moss on the house from Moss Boss.
Mm-hmm.
You will get to select the available flavors at the time. We will be announcing the winner on the 5th episode. So 3 episodes from now, I will be announcing the winner live on air, and you will receive a free $25 value 2-week supply of sea moss on the house.
That's dope, man.
Thank you. Well, thank Miss Moss Boss for being the sponsor for that. So there's 2 words I already dropped. You need the special word. You can contact me either through my Facebook or through my Instagram with your first and last name, the special word, and your email. Okay. If you want the other words, you have 4 chances to enter. Okay. You can enter a total of 4 times, but you got to go back to the other 2 episodes and get the other 2 words.
Oh,
so that's on you. If you only want to enter once, you can enter once. But if you want to get all 4, you got to go back and get the other 2 words. And then you got to check for the next episode to get the 4th word.
There you go.
All righty. So we're doing it totally random out of the Wolverine files. Let's see who we got today. We got, I like this dude. The special word of today is mutant banshee.
Wow.
Not banshee.
That's a crazy word.
Banshee.
Banshee.
The mutant banshee. So they've all been mutants from the Wolverine files.
That's dope.
Every word so far. So today the 3rd word is
Banshee.
Banshee. BANSHEE.
Yeah, man. He's a dope character, man.
Yeah,
I
like him.
I like him too. So let me throw this guy back in there real quick. Fortunately and unfortunately, we are getting to the end. I got about 30 seconds left. So I want to give a round of applause for my special guest. Thank you for making time to come through and spend the 50th with us. I really appreciate it. Mr. Zach, Keldon, and Cody, thank you very much. You two ladies, sorry I forgot your name. I only said it once. I'm horrible with names. But thank you guys for coming too.
Yeah, man.
I want to give another round of applause for the engineer of all engineers stepping in today since Mr. Boom Boom had to go on a trip.
Right.
Shout out to Mr. Dip to the Lean.
Appreciation, man. You guys are amazing, man. Good luck to you. And keep in contact, man. We might have some stuff going on together or something, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
figure some stuff out.
Definitely.
I'm already thinking. I was already kind of thinking about some
we'll figure some stuff out,
collaborations and stuff like that.
For
and
sure.
we're gonna throw in an extra one too because I know my lady in her busy life, she made time to come down and celebrate the 50th with us. So that one's for the Moss Boss, Miss Jess, and actually just creeping out of the shadows. I don't want to forget the queen of Habari Entertainment, Iesha. We just giving all kinds. I'm Oprah today. You get an applause. You get an applause. You get an applause. Shoot. Let's give another one for Miss Demi, who's turning 2.
Birthday girl.
Birthday girl in the house.
Yeah.
Is that everybody? I think I got everybody, right?
Yeah, we good.
All right. And the last but not least, that one's for you guys, all my supporters, my viewers. I thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And on that note, peace.
Oh my goodness, why my thing not working? There we go.